All right, we're starting. Rob Frazier here. Appreciate you spending a little bit of your time. I'm just going to get down to the nuts and bolts of what we have going on here. I'm going to start doing these every single Friday and just ramping up my activity here and the group. So a few things. What I'm going to talk about is just the three main programs, and there's a few other little programs that we added to the mix, but it's not necessary. And in fact, it's really only two programs at this point in time that are really necessary to get started. The two programs, we have an instant cash paying program, and then we have the marketing system. The whole idea is to get qualified in the instant cash paying program, and then once you're qualified there, to just use that program to start. Okay, a lot of people just are afraid to get started for whatever reason, and so we put an instant cash paying program along with the marketing system, and we have a couple of share codes to promote it. My background, in case you don't know me, name's Rob Frazier, got out of the Marine Corps 12 years. 2011, I got out of the Marine Corps and went from job to job to job, unemployed, getting a little menial job here. Long story short, a big divorce got me out of the Marine Corps, and I was on the hook each month for $2,200 a month in child support. When you mix $2,200 a month in child support with unemployment, that adds up really, really fast. April 30th, 2015, I had over 93 grand in past due child support. In the state of California, that is a no-go. They do not like that. They take your taxes, they take your driver's license, they take your passport, they take everything, and they take half your paycheck. The best job I got during that whole process was a job stuffing vending machines. I worked for Canteen San Diego. I would go stuff vending machines for 12 hours a day. I'd have to be at the office at 4 a.m., get my truck out on the road by 4:30, stuff 12 to 15 machines a day. That would take about 12 hours to do so. So I would work from 4 a.m. to at least 5, sometimes 5:30, sometimes even 6 p.m. 5 days a week. My paycheck was $650 to $750 a week. We would make 7% of what our vending machines. So we'd collect the money from the vending machines, and the 7% of that would go in our pocket. So that was $650, $750 for me. State of California realized that I had child support, and they took half my paycheck. So I was working all of those hours, and at the end of each week, I'd only get $350, $400 in my pocket. So while still having to pay past due child support, taxes, the whole deal. So basically just digging a deeper hole and getting deeper and deeper and deeper. The reason I share that story, I don't know if people know it or not, is because that's where I've come from, and now managed to maintain a six-figure year income, and I do okay. I'm not driving around in limos and Maseratis and things like that, but I do work from the house full time. And, it wasn't about being able to work from the house full time. It was about control over my own life. Now, a couple things. A lot of people are on here because some people want to make money. You have to really get clear on why and what you're here to do. Wanting to make money will not do it for you. You can't just, I just want to make money so I can quit my job. Okay, why do you want to quit your job? Because I got kids at the house. I wake up, I see them a little bit before they go to school, and then by the time I get home, I'm too tired to spend any time with them. So it's not you want to make more money so you can quit your job. It's you want to make more money so you can buy your time back so you can spend that time with your kids. You have to get clear on what it is you're doing this for. Too many people, I just want to make a few $100 and want to tell my boss to go piss off. That's not enough. You have to make it personal. So before we get into it, number one, if you have a notebook with things, I know I'm just kind of rambling, but you have to get clear on why you're doing this. I know, for example, Ray, one of the guys on here, he says he wants to quit his job, but I know that deeper reason is because he wants to spend that time with his kids. And I also know there's a deeper reason, family, just a lot of different issues. But you have to just get down to the core. Why is it that you're doing this? Okay? Once you understand that, know that people get into this industry not to make money. They say, yes, I want to make money. And that is a good reason. However, there is always, 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 always a deeper reason why. And you have to speak that language to people, if that makes sense. If I just get up here and talk about money and flash money, things like that, whatever. If I get up here and talk about now I can spend time with my kiddo. I don't have to have daycare raise my kiddo because I can afford to do so. That's what people care about. That's what's going to get people to sign up you in this business. That is how you are going to make money. Does that make sense? So it's a little bit make some extra money. No. Why? So that being said, that's why people get into this industry, and you have to learn to start talking like that as well. So that being said, we're just going to get into it. I've been around, I've done the rev shares, I've done the passive programs, I've done the direct sales businesses, things like that. I've got messed up and beat up, and I scraped my knees, I scraped my elbows, and because of all of that is what led me to create the system that we have. So that being said, I'm going to share my screen, and we are just going to get into it. Let me figure out how to share my screen real fast. Screen. All right. So hopefully you're seeing my screen. Couple of things. If you can see the capture page or one of my capture pages, somebody give me a thumbs up so I know my video's working. Dennis, Ronald, somebody, if you can see my capture page, the Easy Money capture page. Okay, good. All right. So I just saw someone type about the technology. Now, the thing is, what I'm going to share here is going to be the what and the how. And also, I'm going to share where to keep getting this information. Now, first off, understand, we have the instant cash paying business and we have a marketing system. The whole idea is to have something that pays you right now today. A lot of people get involved in MLM, and you have to get 10 people to sign up, and then you get $10 next month or in 2 weeks. You're not going to make a lot of life-changing money doing that. You're not going to buy time so you can spend more time with your kiddos with a compensation plan set up that way. Now, that compensation plan has its place, but people are here because their back is against the wall. They're in a situation, they need to make money right now, today. They can't afford to be waiting next week. That's why we have the program set up the way it is we do. Before I get into that, the first thing you have to understand, to make this thing work, what helped me in the beginning was I didn't have a story. Nobody knew who I was. I was in debt, a lot of debt. When I started this thing back, when I wrote down my number, you have to get clear on what it is you want to do. Me, I wanted to pay off my debt so I can make it up to my other kids with my ex-wife, that I can make that debt whole. That's why I wanted to make that money. I said in the beginning, if you just want to make money, you got to get deeper. I wanted to make the money so I can make my kids with my ex-wife, make them whole. That's the money I was on the hook to pay them, and I didn't pay them for how long, for whatever reason, and I wanted to pay it off. As a father, that emotional reason why I wanted to do that. So I wrote down the number and I came up with a plan. The plan was having a business, having a marketing system, having a traffic source, and sharing that with people. Business, marketing plan, traffic source. Now, one of the programs was a revenue sharing program. However, the concept was the same. Business, marketing system, traffic source. So now that whole thing evolved to what it is today. Back then, it was 4 corners, power lead system, and traffic monsoon. Obviously, things are changed. We replaced 4 corners with a program, instant cash paying program. Right now, it's Easy One Up. The marketing system has always been and is still right now today, power lead system. And we have a few traffic sources. So it's still the same framework. I still got the same Facebook group. So just understand that. This is how the same things I'm sharing with you, you need to start, or you should listen to me enough to start speaking the same language. When you can communicate that same stuff, those same things I shared with you, a lot of people say, how do I get my leads to buy from me? This is how. You have to understand. You need a business, you need a marketing system, you need a traffic source. We have that here. Why do you need a business and a marketing system? Well, number one, it doesn't make sense to promote a marketing system just for the sake of promoting a marketing system, just to get more people to promote that same marketing system. You just think logically. And then when you have an instant cash paying business, people want to make money today, not next week. You go to Amazon, you buy something, you have the option. You can get this thing in 2 weeks, or if you're on Amazon Prime like me, you order in 2 hours, you get it by tomorrow. Which one are you going to want to do? You know, are you going to want it 2 weeks from now, or are you going to want whatever you want now? I guarantee you the answer for everyone is, I want whatever it is I buy right now today. I don't care what it is. I go to fast food place, whatever, McDonald's, my iced caramel macchiato. I want it now. That's why I go there. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing here. When you're in a business, it's the whole point is to create quick cash flow and get that cash flow going immediately. How do you do that? Well, this page right here is one of the main ways of doing that. And I'm going to talk about 2 ways of getting people, actually 3 ways of getting people to see this for you. 3 ways of getting people to see these pages. Because that's what I do. Whenever I'm in a slump, I know I just have to increase my frequency of activity. Getting a little esoteric. If I increase my frequency of activity, I increase my momentum. If I increase my frequency of activity, I increase my success vibe, and I end up making more money. So the whole point is to get as many people to see these pages as possible. And what I just clicked through are 2 separate share codes. This first one was one that myself and another guy created maybe 2 years ago. I still use it today. And this other one right here was created by Mark Crosby, the Yellow Brick Road system. Now, the whole purpose of these pages is to get people to put in their email address. And there's 2 different ways of getting people to see these pages right here. You can either set up a budget and purchase clicks, or you can put out content on social media, and I'll tell you what kind of content to put. Content on social media or YouTube or write a blog. The third way, which is what I suggest most people to do, because some people When I tell them to shoot a video, put it on YouTube, they immediately get scared. They get nervous for whatever reason. So the third way of getting people to see these pages is by talking to people. I got to talk to people. Yes, there's so many people who come up to me saying, hey, I just want to sit back and make money and I don't want to talk to anybody. It's not going to happen. Yeah, it's not going to happen. You can't just sit back and buy traffic, like Mr. FC Junior. If you know who he is. I don't want to say his name, but I want to say his initials so you know who he is. Mr. FC Junior, he can sit back and buy a lot of traffic and make these systems work for him. The average person cannot. So what do? We need to talk to people. How? I'm glad you asked. If the majority of people here are Power Lead System users, if you are a gold member in Power Lead System, you log into your back office, you hover your mouse over training, you go over here to where it says endless free leads, you click on it. This is whoops, I guess I got logged out. All right, so, but you saw where that training was, the Power Lead System page. You log in, you go to training, you click endless free leads, you come down here and you get it for free as a gold member. You get endless free leads training free as a gold member. You have to click down here to register the first time. Then after you registered, you can just log in. Now, the endless free leads training, I already pulled it up somewhere here. This is the guy who does the training. He will show you. There's so much information back here to go through that this is for the people who don't have a lot of money to buy clicks and who are a little nervous about putting out YouTube videos or writing blogs or things like that. Before I get into this, I just want to share one thing. People ask me, what's the quickest way to get traffic and get people to see my pages? Number one, buying clicks, buying traffic. Number two, this endless free leads training. Number two, this endless free leads training. Number three, YouTube videos and blog posts. Why is YouTube videos and blog posts number three? Because it's going to take some time before you get enough people to see your videos, to see your content, to start to trust you, to join you. That is the slowest way of getting people to see your stuff. The quickest ways, number one, buying clicks. Number two, applying this training. When you go through this stuff, you're going to get so much information. Now, when you register here, you will get on this guy's email list, but you can watch all of this stuff like that, but the training you already get in this back office is enough to get you started. He's going to tell you what types of things to post on social media, what kind of things to talk about, what kind of things to share so you attract people to what it is you're doing. And I'll go one step further. When you are in, a lot of people join work from home Facebook groups. A lot of people are in those work from home Facebook groups spamming their links, spamming their links, spamming their links. I'm sure you've seen this before. But just think about this. All of those people in those groups spamming their links are prospects. All of those people in those Facebook groups are prospects. And when you go in that group and when you post something that Max Steingard tells you to post, you don't go in there and just spam your link. You go in there and post something that this guy will share with you what to post. You will start conversations with people. If you go in one Facebook group a day and post one post about value, and I'll tell you, and I'll get into an example of that right after this. When you go into a Facebook group, work from home, network marketing, Facebook groups, whatever, and you post one post of value without a link, you're going to get people to comment. You're going to get people to like. those people are people you want to start conversations with. So what kind of conversations do you have? You'll learn it right here in this back office here. He said, you know, the scripts for social networking, you know, top earners daily routine. You know, he has all of this stuff you can go through to learn how to build your business without spending money on traffic. A lot of people think, Rob, the only thing you do is tell people to keep slamming traffic, and that means buying traffic. No. Morons, not you, but those people. It's not just about buying clicks. It's about connecting with people as quickly as possible. How do you do that? Apply this endless free leads training. When you apply this training, you won't need to buy traffic if you do it enough. This guy says if you talk to 5 to 10 new people a day, just go to a Facebook group, put a value post in there, and then the people who like and comment, connect with. Say, hey, I'm so-and-so. I saw that you liked my post. What do you do? And he talks about these, you know, he has a little script. I'm going to talk about a couple more quick things right here. Number one, I'm going to talk about what kind of post to put in those groups. And then number two, I'm going to talk about the script, basically. To get more information about it, you have to go through this Max Steingart Endless Free Leads training. And you can apply this to any business. I highly suggest applying it to our system here. So, what to post in a Facebook group? Very simple. You learn something, and you know, I've learned this from Darren Little. I kind of learned it on my own, but he confirmed it a lot through his teachings. But it's simple. It's LIS, capital L period, capital I period, S period. What the hell does that mean? List. Learn. You learn something. You're on this webinar. You already learned a bunch of things. Once you learn something, you implement it. You learn, you implement, and then you share. Very simple. You learn, implement, share. Learn, implement, share. Learn, implement, share. Okay, Rob, give me an example. Okay. You learn something. How to post in a Facebook group where everybody's spamming. When you post something that you've learned, people aren't spamming. And I think I have somebody come into the door here. I'm not sure. When you learn something, and apologies if I have to go answer the door real quick. And if my dog barks because he goes crazy when people... Any which way, I'm going to just keep going until the guy knocks on the door. Learn. So what you learned, how to post in a Facebook group. If you spam your link in a Facebook group, people are going to turn you off. If you post something, hey, I learned how to post in Facebook groups to get interaction. That's your post. Hey, I attended a webinar earlier today and I learned the proper way to post in Facebook groups to get interaction. That's your post. Somebody's going to like it. Somebody's going to leave a comment. And that person who liked it and left a comment, you reach out to that person. Say, hey, I saw that you liked my post. Hey, I saw that you commented on my post. What do you do? And that leads us into the script. So, you learned something. You implemented it because you went to that Facebook group. You made that post and you started a conversation with a new person. So when you learn, that's what you learned. You implement it, meaning you went out, you posted in that Facebook group, and you started a conversation with a new person. That's your result. So after this hangout, I want everyone who showed up here to do that. Go in one of those Facebook groups you're in that people spam. Post, hey, I was on a webinar earlier today. I learned how to post in Facebook groups. Just leave it like that. Somebody's going to like it. Somebody's going to comment. Then that person who likes or comment, reach out to them. Hey, I saw you liked and commented on my post. What do you do? Now, the script. And it's always these 4 questions. And you'll learn this in the Max Steingart Endless Free Leads training. What do you do? How long have you been doing it? What did you do before? And what made you go from that to this? Basically, what made you go from X to Y, if that makes sense. So what do you do? That means what do you do right now? Oh, I'm in marketing. Oh, I got this product. That's the next best thing that grows hair on your chest that, you know, you'll lose 50 pounds and you'll be able to do backflips. Okay. How long have you been doing it? 3 weeks. What did you do before? I worked as a garbage collector. I work as a garbage man. I still, you know, I collect garbage. What prompted you to go from, you know, working, you know, being a garbage collector to wanting to work online? And it's like those 4 questions or variation thereof will let you know if that person is a lead for your business. Does that make sense? What do you do? Hey, you know, I'm in this marketing thing. It's the next best thing, blah, blah, blah. They might give you a little pitch. Who knows? How long have you been doing it? Oh, I've been doing it for about 3 years. What did you do before? Oh, I worked in retail. What made you go from retail to wanting to work online? Oh, I wanted to make more money so I could have more time to spend with my kids. See, it's those same questions over and over and over again. How I do it? Hey, I saw you liked my post. What keeps you busy these days? Oh, you know, I generate leads and blah, 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 blah. Okay, how long have you been doing that for? You know, I've done it for a couple years. Hey, if you don't mind me asking, what did you do back then? Like what did you do before? And then they'll answer, you know, I did this, I did that, I worked in IT. So what made you want to get into lead generation? And so from those 4 questions, I'll have a good lead on if this person is open to the next step. What's the next step? I pick them up. I say, hey, do you got time to talk on the phone for a quick minute? And the only thing I do when we chat on the phone, and in fact, the next hangout, I'm actually show scripts. I'm going to show my actual conversations with people going through this process. I don't want to do it now because I didn't block out their information. But I get them on the phone, and the only thing I do on the phone is just say, hey, I just wanted to connect for a quick second, you know, and then I'll pick up on something that we talked about. Hey, I just wanted to talk to you on the phone for a quick second. You said you got into online marketing because you want to take care of your kids or whatever, blah, blah, blah. If you're open, I'd like to send you, or I'm sorry, if I could show you a way, that's that whole if I could show you a way question. You know, they say, why'd you get into online marketing? Because I want to spend more time with my kids. If I can show you a way to make this online marketing work for you so you can spend more time with your kids, would you be open to taking a look? They're either going to say yes, what is it, or no. If you've asked them those 4 initial questions, texting back and forth, and then got them on the phone, 99.99999% of the time, it's always going to be a yes. And the only thing you do on the phone is just connect for a quick minute, or Skype, or Zoom. The only thing you do on the phone is just connect for a quick minute. Hey, this is Rob. I just want to connect for a quick minute because the whole point is to just get them ready to get your link, because the link is what's going to do all of the selling and telling. Don't get nervous. The only thing you're doing on the phone is just connecting more. You ask them those 4 questions to get to the phone call. And then when you get on the phone, you just say, hey, you said you wanted to take care of your mom because your mom was sick, and that's why you got into online marketing. You know, same thing in my case. You know, my mom-in-law got sick, blah, blah, blah. We just deepen that connection just a little bit and then say, okay, I hear you. Well, if I can show you a way where you can make this online marketing work for you so you can spend more time with your mom, would you be open to taking a look? And if it's yes, what is it? If it's no, okay, cool, no problem. And then, you know, just get off the phone, you know, say, okay, cool, no problem. I have other people I got to call, and I'll, you know, hit you back in a couple of weeks. If they say yes, okay, cool. What I'm going to send you is a link that explains everything. I'm going to send it to you on Facebook. Can you give me a rough idea when you'll be able to check it out? And they said, yeah, I got time tonight. I'll be able to check it out. Okay, cool. I'm going to send you the link, and I'll chat with you within a day or so. And then once that's done, you take this link, whatever it is, and you send it to them. Hopefully that's making sense to somebody. I know I'm kind of going over different things. Watch this hangout a couple times, because that's the only thing I do outside of buying traffic and doing videos. My 3 strategies: buy traffic, make videos, and do what I just shared right here in the past couple of minutes. That's it. Over and over and over and over and over again. One guy said you have to talk to 25 new people a day. Okay, go to Facebook groups where people are spamming, put out one value post, start conversations with those people, and take them down this path. Simple. And you learn that through the endless free leads training. I'm going to stop sharing my screen here for a couple of seconds. It says my desktop sharing is published. I got someone waiting in the waiting room. I don't know how to open that back up. Give me 1 second here. I know it's been a while since I've done these Zooms, so bear with me. The next one, we're going to be a lot better. Matter of fact, I'm going to share my screen some more. Give me 1 second here. A couple other things I want to share. With my Unlimited Wealth System capture page, this whole share code is getting spruced up. Basically, this is just a video of me telling my short story. Why should you click here? And then when people click through here, we got the whole deal. This right here is just a video of me talking about these 4 pieces right here. Give me 1 second here. So basically, this right here, you'll see just a short video of me talking about the 4 pieces. And also the person who just showed up, Julius, hopefully I say your name correctly, you missed a lot of gold. I shared a lot of good stuff, so make sure to watch the replay. It will be uploaded, and I will post it in a group. But basically what I just covered so far is my top 3 methods of getting continuous leads. And I talked about how to post in Facebook groups, what to post, how to talk to people, and just how to close the deal. So this share code, the whole thing is designed so you don't have to do all of the selling and telling and explaining. This right here, system setup, and then when you scroll down here and click set up your system, and then when you scroll down here and click continue, this page is where this current Hangout is going to be uploaded. Obviously, you can see it's an old video from October 13, 2018. Here we are, October 25th, 2019. It took me a year to do a new Hangout. But this is where these Hangouts will be posted. And then down here, all of these videos will be updated with current information. The whole point is just so you have something to when people say, hey, I signed up with you. What do I do? How do I do this? And you'll be able to send them this link, and then that link will explain everything. And that's the whole reason why we made it like this. Also, the YBR Fast Cash system, same rough idea. You know, you'll get all of these pages here that you can use to send to people. And then on step 2, get this exact system. This is what you send to people. Also, with the YBR Fast Cash system, rank makers, this right here is another version of the Endless Free Leads training. But Ray Higdon is the one who put all this training together. Basically, it's a separate Facebook group. Sometimes he closes access to it. But the whole point, the same thing you're going to learn in Rank Makers, is the same thing I roughly shared during the first half of this webinar. Basically, how to connect with people on social media and build your business so you're not buying traffic or you're not putting out YouTube videos. Because some people, they just don't want to buy traffic and they just don't want to put out YouTube videos. So you either get in with the Rank Makers, or my suggestion, get involved with those Endless Free Leads training, and that's how you're going to learn to talk to people without buying traffic to build the business here. And once you understand, all right, we've got a business, we've got a marketing system, we've got a traffic source, and you understand these concepts while you're talking to people, you're going to be able to get a lot more people signing up because it's your belief in the system. Well, how do you get belief? You got to commit to taking the action. I've bought clicks almost every single week since I started. I've put out videos almost every single week since I started. And recently I started this way of chatting with people maybe like 1 or 2 months ago. And the whole point is when you do those strategies and you just commit to just doing those strategies, you don't need to join a shiny ball. You don't need to look over there, look over there, look over there. You just need to put your head down, focus, and apply these strategies. Sooner or later, you're going to figure out your numbers. You're going to figure out, I need to initiate 25 conversations a day to get 4 people on the phone. And then if I get 4 people on the phone, I know one of them is going to join me every single day. You'll get to that point to where you know what those numbers are. You know, okay, I got to initiate 35 conversations a day. From those 35 conversations, I get about 6 people on the phone. If I get 6 people on the phone, I know I'm closing one of them every single day, if that makes sense. And it's just that simple. Last little bit. After you send the person your link, what I talked about, the 4 questions, the quick phone call, you introduce the link, and then from there, it's just a follow-up game. You know, a couple of days later, hey, have you had a chance to check out that link? Or, hey, have you had a chance to check out the presentation? Especially if you get a result. Especially if you get a result. If you made a $25 sale or whatever, say, hey, have you had a chance to check out that link? Just made, another 25 bucks, this past hour with that same system. You know, you don't got to be crazy. Just, once every 4 or 5 days, hey, just checking in on you, seeing how you're doing. Cool. What we talked about earlier, that same link I sent you this past week, I made 250 bucks. So if you're still wanting to find a better way to make money online and you just keep following up, if you have any questions about following up, I'm going to start posting more and more content like this in the Facebook group. But it's really just that game right there. And you can do it 100% free. Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, even offline. It's the same game. You're not, hey, spam, here's my link. No, you're starting a conversation, finding out what's going on in their life, those 4 questions. What do you do? How long have you been doing it? What did you do before? What made you go from that first thing to now? Quick phone call, introduce the link, follow up. And so that being said, I'm going to wrap this up. Appreciate you folks for spending a little bit of time with me. I'm stopping my screen share. This will be recorded. This will be uploaded into the Facebook group. And also the share codes will be automatically updated once I make the new background screens and the new videos and stuff like that. Everything will just automatically update, so you don't have to worry about it. Just get it set up the first time, and then the rest is easy. So that being said, appreciate you folks. I'm going to stop recording now.